Ever sent a text to a woman, then watched hours turn to days, only to get a cold K? Or worse, radio silence? If you know that gut punch feeling, you're in good company. Most guys have been there. And if you haven't, type no below. I need to study your black magic. Let's cut the BS. Texting shouldn't be psychological warfare. Yet most guys play a losing game. Hit send, obsessively check their phone, dissect every word choice, wait and wait. Cue the stomach-churning dread. Here's the brutal truth. The harder you try to be perfect, the faster she ghosts. Why? Because most men text in ways that murder attraction without realizing it. Too available, too predictable, too forgettable. But what if 3 tiny tweaks could? Flip the power dynamic, make her anticipate your texts, keep you living in her head rent-free. Today, I'm revealing 3 texting secrets women physically can't ignore. No pickup lines, no games, just psychology and Stoic principles. If you're ready to, stop being invisible. Become the man she wants to text back. Do this now. Smash like, hit subscribe. Lean in for secret #1. Secret #1. Curiosity gap texts. Most guys send safe texts that get no reply, no emotion, no attraction. Why? They give everything away up front. How was your day? What are you up to? I had sushi tonight. Dead. Boring. Forgettable. The fix? Leave her brain begging for more. You popped into my head today because just saw something you'd absolutely hate. Had the weirdest dream about you. These work because of the Zeigarnik effect. Our brains obsess over unfinished stories. She has to reply to close the mental loop. Pro tip: when she bites, what was the dream? Don't spill everything. Playfully drag it out. It's too embarrassing. Unless you guess first, now you're not just another texter. You're the guy who triggers her dopamine. 1. The power of curiosity gap texts. Imagine sending a text that gets an instant reply. Not just a dry response, but genuine curiosity. She's asking questions, engaged, even a little hooked. Sounds like a fantasy? It's not. It's basic psychology. Curiosity is one of the strongest emotional triggers we have. When something piques your interest, your brain needs closure. It demands answers. This is why we binge shows with cliffhangers, click on mysterious headlines, and yes, why some texts grab attention while others vanish into the void. If you can spark that same curiosity in her, she can't ignore you. She'll feel compelled to respond, not out of obligation, but because she genuinely needs to know more. It's automatic, irresistible. But here's where most men fail. They send texts that are polite, but painfully forgettable. Hope you're having a nice day. How was your weekend? Hey, what's up? These messages don't create any emotional tension. They give away everything up front, leaving no room for mystery, no reason for her to wonder, no spark for her imagination. They're conversation enders, not starters. The fix? Flip the script. Instead of telling her everything, say just enough to leave her hanging. Plant a seed, but don't water it yet. Try messages like, "You won't believe what just happened to me today. You did something completely unexpected in my dream last night. I just realized something kind of interesting about you." These lines create a curiosity gap, an open loop her brain has to close. Now, she's not just replying out of politeness. She's invested. Her mind starts filling in the blanks, imagining possibilities, getting hooked on the mystery. But here's the key. Don't give it all away at once. If she replies, "What happened?" or "What did I do in your dream?" most guys would spill the whole story immediately. Big mistake. Instead, tease it out. Play with the tension. Say something like, "It's actually kind of funny. But before I tell you, have you ever had a moment where something random reminded you of someone out of nowhere?" Now, you've deepened the loop. She's not just waiting for an answer. She's participating. This isn't a one-sided monologue. It's a back and forth where you're leading, not chasing. Men who master this don't struggle to keep conversations alive because they're not performing. They're engaging. And when a woman starts investing emotionally, everything changes. She feels like an active part of the interaction, not just a passive responder. That emotional connection is what makes texting effortless. It's not about being clever or mysterious for the sake of it. It's about inviting her in without giving everything away. That's the real power of curiosity. If this strategy clicks with you, smash that like button, subscribe to Stoic Spirit, and drop a comment below. What's the one text that would make you reply instantly? Let's hear your take. Mastering the art of anticipation in texting. If curiosity grabs her attention, anticipation is what keeps her thinking about you long after the conversation ends. It's that subtle pull that makes her glance at her phone, wondering when you'll message next, or better yet, what you'll say next. Here's why it works. Dopamine. When a woman anticipates something exciting, whether it's a trip, a surprise, or even a text from you, her brain releases the same feel-good chemical that fuels cravings and excitement. The more she looks forward to your messages, the more emotionally invested she becomes. And that's where real attraction builds. Where most men go wrong, they kill anticipation by giving everything away too soon. "I got you something today. I planned a fun date for us. I have something to tell you." These texts aren't bad. They're thoughtful. But they're missing one critical ingredient: mystery. When you reveal everything up front, there's nothing left for her to wonder about. No reason for her imagination to run wild. No tension. No excitement. How to do it right. Take the same ideas, but add space for her to guess, wonder, or react. Try. "Saw something today that instantly made me think of you. Want to guess what it was? I've got something planned for Friday." You'll either love it or be really curious. "Do you like surprises? I realized something about you today. Should I tell you now, or keep you in suspense a little longer?" Now, instead of passively reading your text, she's leaning in. Her mind starts filling in the blanks. She's not just replying out of politeness. She's emotionally engaged. The power move. Don't give it all away. When she bites, what is it? Resist the urge to spill everything. Play with the tension. "I could tell you now, but where's the fun in that? Take a guess first." Suddenly, a simple text becomes a game, playful, stimulating, and impossible to ignore. You're no longer just another guy trying to keep a conversation alive. You're the guy who makes her feel something. The guy who stays in her head even when you're not texting. Why this works. Emotional control. You're not rushing, over-explaining, or begging for a reply. You're leading, and women feel that shift. Psychological investment. When she's anticipating your next move, she's subconsciously attaching more meaning to you. Memorability. Ordinary texts fade. Texts that tease, hint, and play, those linger. Anticipation turns the mundane into the unforgettable. It's not about being cryptic. It's about making her want more. Your turn. If this resonates, smash that like button, subscribe to Stoic Spirit, and drop a comment below. What's one line you've used or would use to build anticipation? Let's learn from each other. 3. The art of powerful compliments that actually work. Most men think showering women with compliments is the fast track to attraction. Here's the hard truth. A poorly executed compliment doesn't just fall flat. It makes you forgettable. Why most compliments fail. Attractive women hear, "You're beautiful" daily. By the time you say it, "You're the fifth guy this week," and she's already tuned out. The problem isn't giving praise. It's giving generic praise. Example of what not to do. "You're so hot." "You have pretty eyes." "You're the most gorgeous girl I've seen." These focus solely on looks, blending you into the crowd of admirers. The Stoic man's approach. A meaningful compliment targets what others overlook. Her mindset. "I admire how you handle stress. Most people crumble." Her values. "You speak your mind without being aggressive. That's rare." Her energy. "You have a way of making people feel safe being themselves." These show you're paying attention to who she is, not just her appearance. Timing is everything. Don't force praise. Wait for natural moments. If she shares career ambitions, "I respect your drive." Most people just talk, but you do. If she opens up emotionally, your honesty is refreshing. Most hide behind small talk. This makes her feel seen, not just complimented. Why this works. Emotional connection. She associates you with feeling understood. Standout. 99% of men focus on looks. You focus on depth, authenticity, no flattery, just genuine observation. Key difference. Weak. Complimenting to get approval. Powerful. Complimenting because you notice what's worthy. Putting it all together. Texting mastery isn't about tricks. It's about emotional impact. Curiosity. Leave her wanting more. Anticipation. Make her look forward to your texts. Genuine compliments connect on a level most men never reach. When you combine these, you're no longer just another texter. You're the man who stays on her mind. Your move. If this clicked, smash like, subscribe to Stoic Spirit, and drop a comment. Which of these 3 principles will you use first? Let's raise the bar. Final note. The best texts don't chase replies. They create feelings. Master that, and she'll be the one waiting to hear from you. Want the full breakdown? Check the links below for more. 4. The power of strategic silence. Most men fear the pause between texts like it's rejection. But here's the counterintuitive truth. Silence is your secret weapon. Why most men fail here. They double text when she doesn't reply. Fill every silence with nervous chatter. Treat gaps in conversation like emergencies. This screams neediness. The ultimate attraction killer. The Stoic approach. When you master strategic silence, you demonstrate emotional control. She senses you're unfazed. You create space for her to wonder. Absence fuels curiosity. You avoid the dreaded chaser dynamic. No more one-sided effort. How to do it right. After sending a strong text using principles 1 to 3, let it breathe. If she doesn't reply, wait 2 to 3 days before following up. When you do follow up, never reference the unresponded text. Example. Instead of, "Did you get my last message?" Try, "Came across something relevant to her interests today. Made me think you'd appreciate it." The psychology. Silence works because it shows you have options. You're not waiting by your phone. It builds tension. The anticipation principle in reverse. It makes your eventual reply more impactful. Remember, the man who's comfortable with silence is the man who controls the frame. Now you have all 4 pillars. Spark curiosity. Build anticipation. Give meaningful compliments. Master strategic silence. Together, these create texting alchemy, turning basic messages into emotional connections. Question for you. Which of these 4 principles do you find hardest to implement? Let's discuss in the comments. For more on mastering the silent game, check our video on the 48-hour rule linked below